We've all seen the setup. Loser, overweight, shut-in, e-boy hates his life, and one day Kai-kun bitch slaps him into a wish fulfillment fantasy, becoming a glowed-up, Super Saiyan, zero personality, dense as a black hole, self-insert, generic, black hair, thin as a twig, pretty boy with an unlimited supply of aerodynamically stable lifting body, capital J to the capital P, jiggle physics, goated with the sauce, opie, pick of the litter, harem with a goth Lolita that is probably older than your grandma, elf twins that fill the younger sister archetype, a girl who's a cat, and then a nun that's also of milk, which logically and canonically kind of makes the Lolita a DILF, a red-haired tsundere, probably the dragon girl for safe measure, a sword more perverted than a bricked-up ecchi protagonist, and a chibi pet whose only plot device is to act cute on screen. Aww. But hey, it's 2023 and the genre is 7 layers deep in self-referential schizo posting inside jokes, which is why we see titles like Summon to Another World for a second time, Handyman in Another World, Reincarnated as a Sword in Another World, Reborn as a Vending Machine, Now I Wander the Dungeon. A fucking vending machine? You're probably thinking, holy shit, this is some hot garbage, but I can't stop watching. Replacing the previous mind-numbing genre of tournament arc school battle harems with similar tropes, Isekai will have its natural successor, just what? Win, and will it be good? No, it won't. For peak fictional stimulation, go watch Breaking Bad. But listen, I'm something of an anime expert myself. My first anime was JoJo Part 1. Have pity on me. Back in 2013, and then I was a seasonal watcher since 2014, and in 2019 I was promoted to Weeb Major when I started learning Japanese. I also made a video essay on what is anime, so like a TEDx talk, I feel like I have an idea worth spreading, so here's why I think Isekai's successor will be this up-and-coming genre called low fantasy. The reason for this came in my quest in finding things to read in Japanese. I found this site called Shousetsu ni Naro, which means to become a light novelist. It was originally created in 2004 by Umazaki Yusuke. This is a site where users can publish their novels or short stories for users to read, rank, and comment all for free. Since its inception, other similar sites popped up like Kakuyomu and Alphaless in Japan. Currently, Shousetsu ni Naro has over 1 million novels uploaded and over 2.4 million users. Surprise, surprise, publishing companies took notice and started publishing its popular stories in a more palatable print format. Stories like Re:Zero, Konosuba, The Irregular Magic High School, etc. That's kind of funny because Mushoku Tensei, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, reincarnated as a sword, reborn as a vending machine, the fruit of a machine were all picked up by publishers. Oh my god, they were all made into anime! Yeah, so this site and similar ones are a big deal in the whole anime community since a lot of anime we love started as side projects posted on these novelist sites for fun. Crunchyroll published some statistics, although they're a little outdated, and found that 12.2% of all anime actually originate from light novels. But if we take a deep dive into that statistic, a lot, and I mean a lot, of those light novels were originally posted on sites like Shousetsu ni Naro. And get this, almost all of them are isekai anime. Take a look at this. All these anime you see on screen right now were all originally posted on these sites. Do you see how many isekai there are? It's over half of them. Now it's starting to make sense why isekai anime became schizo posting. They all started on this site and authors were probably reading each other's stuff trying to one-up each other. Here's a reenactment of probably how these authors came up with their new isekai ideas. Bro, did you see the new isekai? It hit #1 in the ranking. Let me check step, bro. Yo, dude, reincarnated as a fish and became a god of the fishing village. Yeah, dude, shit's tough AF. Yeah, but I bet I can do better. Oh yeah, dude, spit your stuff. Get this. Guy reincarnates as a crustacean and then takes over the world with his dancing crab army. Bro, not gonna lie, that's the most Neanderthal harebrained ice dweller shit I ever heard. When will chapter 1 drop? It's already uploaded. Wicked. But anyway, to sum it all up so far, stories posted on sites like Shousetsu ni Naro that pop off get picked up by publishers. If they're still insanely popular as actual light novels, they will get the manga adaptation, and the subsequent chosen few will get the anime one. And since we know a bulk of isekai anime originate from this site, it would make sense, this is the point of the video, that the next popular genre on this site will replace isekai, right? Right? Okay, so what would that be, Kai-kun? Oh, no, I have the answer. Low fantasy. Low fantasy, or intrusion fantasy, is a catch-all term for any magical or supernatural event that intrudes on an otherwise normal world. But specifically, the writers on sites like Shousetsu ni Naro have hive-minded it into meaning dungeons suddenly appear in our modern world and society adapts to it. This leads to the formation of guilds, statuses, adventuring schools, and adventurers becoming micro-celebrities. The typical setup for a low fantasy story, on top of what I already said, usually has a slightly older college-age MC, or an MC that was never given amazing statuses when the gates to dungeons appeared, so he is forced to work a crappy job or do beginner-level dungeons all the time. He has an inferiority complex and is looked down upon by his peers until one day, XYZ skill or event happens and he suddenly has exponential power growth, earning him fame, influence, wealth, and being surrounded by beautiful girls. Now, if you thought to yourself, that kind of sounds like any wish fulfillment isekai just without the isekai part, yeah, that's the point. The law of equivalent exchange. We are replacing trash with slightly different trash. So, when will this happen? I mean, it's kind of happening right now, actually. I looked up 51 anime that were adapted from sites like Shousuminaro. I wonder how many times I said that in this video. And I did the math. On average, it takes 5.7 years, basically 6 years, for a story posted on there to become an anime. The specific low fantasy dungeons appear in our world archetype started around 2017, but it didn't dominate the low fantasy genre until 2020. So it probably won't be until 2026, just adding 6 years to it, that we will see it have the same saturation as Isekai does today, but it's not to say that it isn't already trickling in. I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World and Became Unrivaled in the Real World 2 is a low fantasy-esque anime that started out on Kakuyomu, a similar website back in 2017 that was made into an anime this year. So, about 6 years. We also have the highly anticipated low fantasy story Solo Leveling being made into an anime in 2024. You guys definitely need to check this one out because the light novel was amazing, the manga was 1,000 times better, so the anime should be a freaking masterpiece. And this anime is such a big deal because this is a Korean light novel being animated by A1 Pictures, a Japanese company. Or, at the very least, even if I am wrong, this really goes to show how long it takes for a light novel to become an anime, and how much of a crapshoot it is since over 1 million stories published on sites like this, yet a little over 50 became an anime. But for sure the tides are changing for trash anime. We should expect nothing less for its replacer to be the same old self-referential isekai tropes, just reskinned under a new genre. And when it becomes popular and you forget isekai even existed, just like Battle School harem anime, you'll stop and say, holy shit, this is some hot garbage. Thus, the cycle continues. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.